Good evening and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of London Greens and the Football Manager Save. We continue on where we left off last time. Of course we do. 3 games per episode. And last time out we managed to get 2 wins, which is quite something because we did not manage to get any wins for a long time before that. Today we're up against Bedfont, Camberley and Hanworth, who are 17th, 10th and 7th respectively. It should be an opportunity to get some more points and kind of claw back a little bit towards the top of the table. A little bit of a gap is starting to form. We want to try and claim that back. There is a slight, very slim edit to the tactic to start today's episode off, and that is Takeda dropping back into the cam position with the option of bringing on Chadwick potentially for Hillier, potentially for a winger, and going like Takeda goes up and then Chadwick comes in, maybe Hillier goes back and the wingers move up or something like that. It's an easy way to rotate into this position where we just bring on Kolodinsky or we bring on a different Aspiron Sky, for example, and we just rotate into a slightly different tactic. But we are going to start with what we're going to start with. Now, I did have that. There we go. Good. J. Martin. Oh, no. Oh, no. Wood, I'm afraid, has not really done a lot of good for us. Not that. Well, maybe that's harsh to say it like that. Is there like a team plus minus XG? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? So it would be in stats, general. Is there some kind of plus minus? I don't really think there is there? Team goals conceded, team goals. No, there's not. So we'll have to work out the plus minus really. The average rating might be a good one to kind of take into account as well. Interesting indeed. All right, so we look at teams conceded. It's difficult, but I think Wood has to be dropped, and I'm going to say Holcroft comes in there. I think if we played Chadwick, it would show the connection between those two, but I like Howard for now, and then Chadwick comes on. Okay. Yes. So, Takeda drops down into the cam position, into like the kind of backup shadow striker kind of position. Just trying to connect the midfield with the strikers just a smidgen more, just a little bit more. But we'll have to see if that does work. They've gone into what they're playing like some 5 at the back heavy formation. Like, I don't even know what that is. 5 with 2, and then like that's a really big disconnect, surely. Surely, I don't know. Interesting indeed. All right, 15 minutes gone, 1 shot per team. Not really much being created, not really much going on. There's the header, of course, it's a back post. We don't worry about that. That is the game's engine. Kind of, that's how the game works. It's if there's nothing happening, send it back post and see what happens from there. Holcroft on the ball, gives it to Ruben Mason, who's going to find Hillier. Finds Cooper. They're so congested at the back. And then, yeah, that's what they're waiting for. Nice. Okay, so I think we got to move the ball faster than that. We can't just be sitting around here not doing anything with the ball. We need to move the ball forward. Because they're just set up. They are genuinely just set up saying we're not even gonna like do anything. So I'm gonna swap it around. I'm gonna bring on Sky. Takeda, you come off. Cooper and Mason go up and attack a little bit more. I think that's what we got to do. Because this is just like this is a joke. Honestly, this is like the most negative way they could possibly play. And yet they're 2-0 up. We're really not doing much, are we? We're really not attacking. Let's go direct, but with this formation. Oh my goodness, guys, what is going on? The XG is 0.6. And they've scored 3. We just have got nothing going on here. Looking fired up. Let's go. We're at the wrong end of the pitch again. Okay, Howard, you've just been looking frustrated, but okay, well, you can go away. He thinks I should sub off Rehoy. How? I mean, after this game, it like does make you think maybe Dan Jones should just come back in. What is that pass? What on earth is that pass? Over the bar. They have not showed up. They have not. They're not even thinking. Oh. I wouldn't be surprised if our XG is now genuinely better than the team that is 3-0 up. 6.69. Nice. 0.82. You know it's a frustrating game when they've scored more goals than they've had shots on target. It's all over. 3-0 loss. I don't want to talk about it. I don't even want to think about it. Riho's getting dropped again for Dan Jones. Um, I feel like our 4-3-3 is just far more effective. Um, is that because that's the kind of tactic they've been able to run with this season? Is it because the opposition were 2-0 up in like 2 minutes? Just like 1-2 punch, 2 goals to the good? I don't know. What is Riho's? He's actually preventing chances. It's wild. I'm going to give him one more chance. I'm going to give him one more chance. Because he had a great game on his debut, and then since then, he's just been a bit bad. Like, his consistency is not there yet in the way that clearly Dan Jones has got some solid consistency about him. He wants me to play Price. He wants to play Wood. He wants to play Wood at left back. All right, I mean, I can give that a go. I'm not opposed to that. I'm not opposed to that at all. I don't think Wood has been particularly good at centre back. He's not done so much for us, but we'll give him a go. In fact, we'll kind of rotate a little bit into this game. So we'll bring Wood and Frith as the wing backs. We'll keep the three in the midfield as they tend to be. Jones is back and training. That's good. John Jones is back. So Frith goes in at right back. Chadwick, you're still on the bench. Jones is back, but probably not good to throw him in at the deep end. So we'll bring him on the bench. McIntyre, Ricky May, Terrace. Price is better than Cooper, according to the stats. Yeah, scoring a lot more with Price on the pitch. Same for McIntyre there. Okay, McIntyre in for Cullen for this next game. You know what, Connell Jones, you can go in for this next game as well. Okay, so slight changes. Nothing dramatic, but it leaves like a sour taste in your mouth when you get beat like that in the last game, where the initial tactic clearly kind of blew up in our face, and they were playing like 7 at the back, which is obviously an incredibly negative tactic. When we then went back to our go-to tactic, or the tactic we've been running the most of this season, the game did shore up. Cooper missed a chance. We conceded from a corner. They had 3 goals from an XG of like 0.6 or whatever. So it's just one of those games. I think it's just one of those games where everything went right for them and basically nothing went right for us. Jones is back in the team. Now, when Jos3h comes back from injury as well, we'll be, I think, back to full strength, back to full power, and we can rotate our strikers, and we can probably go back into our idea of having 2 strikers in most games. I'm glad that worked. Okay, we'll drop a calm down. Takeda doing exactly what I want him to do, and McIntyre doing exactly what I want him to do, which is contribute goals. And Takeda dropping back isn't just about scoring goals, it's also about giving goals to others. Takeda crosses this one in, I imagine. He does. And it's 2-0, and Ryan Mason makes it 2-0, and we are... I mean, this is literally the flip side, isn't it? It's a great pass. Does he hit it first time? He does. Right in the corner. Right in the corner. This is what we've been looking for. I'm just going to drop another calm down, because it's so early in this match, and we are definitely having a better time of it going back to, or not really going back to, but just adapting into this kind of similar shape, but there's just an extra attacker. It's looking alright. It's looking alright. It's looking good so far. Okay, I'm going to give them a praise now because they do deserve it. We are 2-0 up in pretty quick time. Southgate on the ball, finds Goodrich, who is tackled by Mason, but finds Clark. They've got it back. Adams finds the winger. Yep, Goodrich on the ball, being tracked relatively well. Really, yep, good. Far corner, well done. And Hillier chases, but probably didn't need to header it like that. Rihoy takes the catch. He's on a 6.8 at the minute, but that's more or less where a team that is doing well should be sat at. You're really looking at anything below 6, you've had a stinker. Anything above 7, you've had a good game. That's fine. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. We're in control of everything at the minute. I'm going to go pass and directness even shorter. Just try and hold the ball a little bit longer. I like that. Going back to the goalie if that's necessary, just do it. Yeah, what a pass. Price, just get into McIntyre. Oh, I think that's got to go across to McIntyre. Then again, the instruction is shoot on sight, so I can't blame him for doing that. I want us taking shots. I know we may not have the quality for the long shots, but we've got to just keep shooting. Okay, since we slowed down, we're actually under a little bit more pressure, so let's get the directness back where it was and try and get that number going up again. And it is, instantly. And also press up as well. We're winning. Let's make it count. What on McIntyre? Find Mason. Into McIntyre. Oh, it's a good save. It's a difficult one to kind of say. Are you going to hit with your left foot and try and put it across goal? Or are you right-footed and you're going to try and like wait for the ball and then do your best with it? It's a bit of a difficult one. Either way, 2-0 up, approaching halftime. That's a bad pass. Not long to go. 13 shots in the first half, 2 goals. XG of just under 1. Very solid. Very good first half. Some changes necessary because Hillier's got a yellow card and Mason as well. 2 changes. We don't want to lose a red card. We don't want anything like that happening. Takeda from the free kick shoots it just wide. He's got 2 assists from free kicks. I think he can be granted the opportunity to shoot a few of these if he wants. I'm not opposed to it. And one more sub that I will make at around about 75 minutes. And at the minute, it looks like it's probably going to be Price, who's on a 6.4 at the minute. Oh, no, Holcroft, yellow card. We'll probably take him off instead. All right, keep going, guys. I'm going to give them another praise. Hopefully they listen to that and feel good. You know, what you're doing out there is good. You're getting shots off. You're creating chances. Takeda whips it in, far post, no one goes. It's bouncing around and somehow has ended up... Oh, Mason might need to come off. Yes, okay, Mason comes off. I'm going to bring on John Jones. John Jones goes up into the attack. We kind of split it round a touch like that. Because I want to see what Jones can do. He's coming back from injury. He's only going to get 15 minutes or so. I just want to see what he can do. This is much better. Obviously, this is much better. The goals have come from, you know, very early in the match. We've caught our opposition unaware. They've had one shot on target. Their XG is pretty low. We've had loads of shots. And finally, it looks like we're able to actually find the back of the net. I would very much like us to get one more, and it would prove that, you know, it wasn't just early in the match fluke that has given us the win here, but we'll see. That's unlucky for Rihoy. It's come off the bar. He's moved over to save it. Fine. Two minutes to go. We've got a corner. That's where we want the ball to be. Full time. Lovely. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. We get the win. We get the win kind of adapting our tactic, trying to find the middle ground between that 4-4-2 that we had last time and our go-to 4-3-3 with the wingers higher up and the one striker in the middle. It is kind of a middle ground, isn't it? Where we've got the DM basically becomes a cam, which means that scoring goals should be easier, but then defending, maybe we rock back into it. If we get a lead, we rock back. We just bring the cam back. Maybe, because we're 2-0 up after 6 minutes and then 80 odd minutes of nothing. And everyone, oh, look at that. Everyone, 23 games. So we are genuinely just a win away. And then only 2 wins more from the top kind of boys. The top groups of the table. You know how like the table kind of goes into little kind of mini tables, I suppose. We've got one more game this episode. It is against Hanworth Villa. I'm glad I remembered that. But it is in 6 days' time. So what kind of business are we going to be... Oh, Ormerod's gone somewhere else. Okay, that's fine. I don't overly think we needed... That's fine. Off you go, off the shortlist. That's fine. Chalvey Sports. Looks like I think they're probably divisions above us, which is fine. Because I've actually kind of lost what the pyramid looks like. A little bit. Okay, 6 days. I don't really think there's much I'm going to be doing. I guess what I could do is Luke Morgan. Jump and reach is outrageous. That's pretty good. But I've got my squad now. My squad is kind of settled. We just need Jos3h to come back. Where's the... There it is. John Jones is back. He did play. How did he play in that game? How did John Jones actually play? Because he didn't play for very long. 6.6. Yeah, he didn't do much. That's all right. Okay, 6 days. Hanworth Villa. I'm going to jump off because I don't think there will be much between now and then. It's 5 days now, so it's actually relatively speedy. But it is a big game because these are obviously they're a team right next to us. 7th versus 8th. We're gonna have to show up. We are gonna have to show up. Kinnelly is now Homegrown, yep, that's great. Scouting finished, no. Okay. Okay, guys, so before we head into the third game of the episode, I have updated our depth chart, and I've kind of kept it quite simple. People only appear on the chart once in their like established position. That should actually be transparent for Clark. And then anyone who actually covers kind of a second position has like a green background over them for me. And the reason I've done that is so that so I know who is meant to be where and who can cover where in a squad. So, for example, we know that Stefan Clark is actually a centre-back that can cover the entire back line, all the way across here, really. But if he is to start a game, it would be at centre-back on the right-hand side, where you've got Mason. Now, I've probably got to edit that, because Holcroft, I think, is actually our number one choice at that left centre-back position now, because Terrace doesn't work well with Mason. We've also got Kolodinsky and Wood. We've also got Kolodinsky up here. And of course, Hillier, Chadwick, and Melbourne in at DM as well. Now, you will notice that this formation cannot be 4-3-3 with an extra position here or here. It cannot be. But the idea is that we can go from one to the other very, very easily. We can go from having the cam to having the DM really easily. We're going to go back to the game screen, and this is what we're going to do in this next game. So we've got Holcroft, Mason, Frith, Abdullah, Jones. I think does Riho. No, Riho gets his next chance. Takeda, Mason, and Price. Let's actually give Tomu an opportunity out on the left hand side. McDade hasn't played in a while either, but the players who have got these particular numbers in green must be starting. They must be starting. Obviously, Riho's current form it's really not good. It's not great. I'm gonna go for it. I think Dan Jones should be in at that. He should be starting the next game. I didn't want to do it, but I'm doing it. Okay, in we go. So Chadwick is in there as your kind of deep lying playmaker. But if we swap over, we've got Sky who can come on as a DM. We've got Melbourne who can come in as a DM if potentially. I mean, Melbourne's a good player. Jones. Kolodinsky does cover a little bit more if we had him in, but Sky can play a centre-back if need be. Here we go. Chadwick's on. He's not happy. Why are you not happy? That is more or less the role I need you to play if we play in this formation with Takeda as a cam. We are winning, then losing, then winning, then losing. Let's go out there. Let's have a good game. Let's see what we can do. They're playing a 4-3-3 right back at us. It's more or less the exact same tactic that we might rotate into. So let's see what we can do here. Early doors. Possession is even. Only one shot. It wasn't on target. Okay, they're getting a little bit of control. So I'm going to bring us onto balanced. And let's just engage a tad higher. We won't bring the defensive line up just yet, but we'll just see if we can get a little bit of control back. Back post. Again. It is what it is. It's the only way the game can score against us, it seems. Just whip it into the back post. Okay, we're getting control of possession. We're getting a little bit of control of the game, but we're still not putting in any attack, really. What on Jones? That's gone behind. Holcroft were on a yellow card. Still a long, long way to go. Got McKay again. Did he get the first one? I don't quite remember. He did. 2 headers, 2 goals. We're 2-0 down. Come on, guys. Let's see a reaction. All right, we're going to use this next. We're going to use the second half. Oh, really? Always press the guy who's scoring a bajillion headers. Yeah, go for it. Okay, we're rotating into our 4-3-3. Stefan Clark and Asbjorn Sky. Come on. Frith whips it in. It's going to go out for a throw-in. McKay, I mean, has he got like 25 jumping reach? He's everywhere. Okay, momentum is now with us, so I think our established tactic is doing us good work. 2 back post corners are... Sorry, crosses are... Yeah, they are frustrating. Okay. Let's give Jones some more game time. He needs more time out there. Is he a target forward? No, he's a poacher. Oh, okay, deal with this corner. Are you... Three far post corners. Or crosses. 2 of them corners. 3. Are you joking? What on earth? That's a lovely pass. Sky on the ball. Finds Hillier. Taken out. Penalty! Okay, we get one back. It says back in with a shout. Are we, though? Really? Need to score some rapid-fire goals to be in with a shout. Okay. Okay. We win, lose, win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. That's all we do. We are just... Well, we're not drawing games. At least, you know, they're not boring. But I think like this little mid-season experiment has been beneficial in that we have gone away and we've kind of evaluated things and looked at things and said, okay, what we were doing wasn't quite firing. We need a bit more quality in attack. But it has also kind of told me that our established familiar tactic is just better, you know, like the familiarity of this tactic is actually really strong, but this tactic just seems to be so much more solid. You know, you bring the DM into play and it just becomes a very different game. What I need to do is I need to change this into a poacher and then personalize it for each of the strikers as well. So, where's Jones? There you are. personalize it. When Takeda is on, his is personalized. When Ricky May is on, should be pressing. There we go. And when Cullen is on, it should be Poacher, which is fine. That's the baseline. And then when McIntyre is on, it is Poacher. Okay, and that is it. Because Jos3h obviously can't do anything right now, but his is a pressing forward as well. So we'll just make that change for now. We'll hit save. And you know what? I'm going to clear the slot as well. So who starts in that position? Probably McIntyre, to be honest. What is going on here? Everyone's all over the place. Okay, cool. Cool. I'm going to save it again. Okay, cool. Unfortunately, another loss. Just a little bit wibbly wobbly right now. We're just a little bit wibbly wobbly. Very, very odd that we're going win, loss. Hopefully we can stop that and start just going win. We've got a couple of games against teams who are a little bit lower down in the league. So this is our opportunity here to grab as many points as possible before we inevitably have a couple of close games at the end. We've got Hamworth and Haringey last 2 games, so that will be close. We've played the top teams already in these games here. We've actually played a lot of the top teams and we managed to get some points, but we are still in 8th. We are drifting. If we're not careful, we've got to get a hold of things. We've got to get a hold on what we're doing. So thank you for watching, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed. I did a little bit of an update, of course, with the depth chart, trying to keep it obvious. We've got 28 players in the squad. It's actually not that many. We've got 6 strikers, which is the most of it, to be honest. And then like 4 left wingers. We've only got 1 left back. So Abdullah is kind of playing a lot of football. Maybe that's where we'll be looking for an upgrade as we continue on. Because Abdullah could theoretically play higher up the pitch as well. He's got some stats for it. You know, the crossing's good. The technique is good. The work rate is very good. Flair is good as well. So it is something we might look at as we progress. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Until next time.